Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Handoff running left, Irving.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here's Howell.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Elijah Cansey in on the stop. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 10. Powell out of the shotgun.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Powell looking to throw again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
It's Howell with another throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on complete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Williams, a man in motion right. Operating from the gun, Travis. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Gibbs straight ahead. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Travis. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 2. And he's got his man on the out route.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions are once again back in front. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. In motion goes the tight end.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Eluding the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That is caught.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
And this is caught by Evans. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Howell down to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Throwing here, Howell.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, Travis.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And Howe will throw it.
Evans has it left side.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Howe, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Montgomery on the counter.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Elijah Cansey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. But better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A run up the middle with
First down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
rolling to his right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Travis. That is caught by Laporta. He's got room at the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they're certainly not shying away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Travis. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Travis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Point after right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Powell completing the quick throw out wide.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Here's Howell. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's got the first down and more.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll
wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Irving.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Here's Howell.
This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Howell to throw.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Howell throwing for it.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
And
so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,